Alright guys, welcome to something a little bit different on the channel today. Up to now, I have only covered Genshin Impact, but there is a big game that's came out yesterday called Genshin Impact. Now, I'm going to just play this in the background while I discuss my thoughts, because I've been playing it for the last 24 hours and I've got several thoughts about the game. This is the second time I've recorded this video. I wasn't happy with the quality of the first one, so I decided to do it again because you want to see the gameplay. However, what I will say about this game straight off the bat is it's a free-to-play role-playing game. It's the developers say it's inspired by Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's a bit of a stretch. It basically plays exactly like Breath of the Wild. I mean, I'll show you just now. Like in Breath of the Wild, obviously you get your wee kite thing and you float about. Well, they've got that mechanic here, the way you glide around. The movement, the art style, pretty much everything in the game to me is reminiscent of Breath of the Wild. So there's a lot of resource collecting in this game. I'm just going to collect some resources while I'm going along here. And obviously it is a gacha as well. We'll get to that. Okay, that is probably my biggest sticking point with this game that I will come to at some point. But it's a great looking game. It looks fantastic. The main characters all are quite highly detailed in an anime style. What I would say though is some of the NPCs haven't had quite the same level of attention to detail put into them. I did notice when I was in the town talking to people, the game kind of didn't look so good, should we say. Some of those characters were a wee bit lacking, but I guess they're just really going for the main characters at the minute. So gameplay wise, it's an open world adventure game, role playing game. You level up as you go, as you would expect. The only difference is you actually consume things within this game to level up. So I mean, there is natural progression, but it's not really that fast. You're going to be using things you collect like books, etc. There's a big emphasis in this game on what's it called? Elements. So like this character I've gone just now, she's a fire element character. I'm facing an ice character, so in theory this should be what I use to win. I do have a challenge that I've got to try and beat this character, so I'm going to try and do it while I'm talking. Now if you notice down there's a chest. Okay, when I beat this guy, I'll be able to go into that chest and get that item. So there's quite a lot of that in the game. You run around, you'll beat characters, get chests, you'll open the chests, in those chests you'll find other items that allow you to level up and stuff like that. Things that you would expect from a kind of RPG game. Now, I've broken his shield so I can quickly change elements to this character. She's my strongest character. But yeah, I mean, gameplay wise, the game's nice. It's highly detailed. There's quite a lot to it. Whoa, I've just broke you. What have I done? Wait, what have I done? Let's figure this out here. Right, collect you. Collect you. How can I go in? Oh, there's another one over there. Collect you. Alright, you just give me wind. Oh, did I fly up and over? Ah! Now I can collect the chest, you see. So there's little puzzle elements as well. But yeah, I mean, like, there's this, you're going through, you're collecting all these chests. When you collect the chests, you can then go into your character selection screen. I keep getting messed up here because B is confirmed, which I'm just not used to. And when you go into here, you'll level up. You level up by using these books. So I'll just quickly level her up to max. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So she's now max level 20. I'm not quite sure if you need a dupe or whatever. Oh no, you ascend them, right? So we'll look at that for the first time. I've not looked at that. So you need to get these items down at the bottom, which will allow you to ascend to a higher level. So, I mean, it's got the grindy aspects you would expect of a gacha game. Okay, now, as it is a gacha, there is obviously summoning. And how you summon is you go here. You go to your wish section. Now, this is where things get a little bit shaky for me. Okay, so I've got 10 wishes just now, so I'll do a summon. I'm recording, we'll see what a summon looks like. I mean, if I pull a 5-star here, it's going to completely go against what I say, right? But what I will say is, in this game, the rates are terrible. okay? They're absolutely terrible. You summon for a character, and predominantly you pull weapons, okay? We'll see here, we'll go through the summon. Right, I've already got her. Oh. Turn my phone down. So you can see in that 10 summon, I pulled one character and 9 weapons, okay? And the character I pulled was a 4-star character, not a 5-star character. Because the rates on 5-star characters are 0.03%. They're so low. And the thing is, if you're buying these proto gems, to get enough to do a multi, you need to buy a £24 pack, right? The way the game works is it's got a pity system. The pity system, after 9 pulls, will give you any 5-star character. If you do double that, so 18 pulls, it will give you a character that you're going for. So in this banner, it would give you Venti, okay? Now, I mentioned already that the game is inspired by Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Well, it more or less plays exactly like Breath of the Wild, right? So what I would say is, if you like that gameplay, okay, if it's the gameplay that you want, if it's not the whole compulsion of collecting characters, if you actually just want to play this type of game, then if you're someone who knows that they can avoid the whole summoning aspect, okay, if you know for a fact that you're not going to get sucked into summoning and you can free to play this game without worrying about it, then definitely go for it. Definitely play the game, because you'll enjoy it, okay? And you'll get it for free. And you can go through, you can grind yourself up, you can collect things. As it stands right now, it doesn't look like anything in the game you need to pay for, unless you want to, okay? But that's just right now. We don't know if going forward, if they're going to introduce elements like you need to have certain characters that have certain elements to progress, that type of thing, you know? We just don't know that yet. So as it stands right now, you can free to play the game, but later on they might introduce some elements that you have to summon. And the thing is, if you need to summon in this game, you're very quickly going to spend enough money that you could buy a Nintendo Switch Lite and buy Breath of the Wild to get the same gameplay experience. The only difference is going to be you're not going to have different characters that you can jump between, which to some people was maybe a deal breaker. Some people maybe like the whole aspect of getting these waifus that they can summon for. I don't know, but gameplay wise, the game is fun. You can play it on mobile, you can play it on PC. Right now I'm recording on PC, but I have got a video going up later regarding mobile, because for some reason the developers decided to launch the game without gamepad support, which to me is just stupid. It's so stupid. I don't understand why they've done that. But there is a workaround, and I've made a video showing you how you can play with a gamepad on your mobile. I played the game on a Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is obviously a decent phone, you know what I mean, don't get me wrong. And it plays absolutely fine. Graphically, it doesn't look that much different to this. The only main difference is this runs at 60 frames a second, and on mobile it's restricted to 30 frames a second. So overall, my initial thoughts after 24 hours of playing this is it's a really fun game. It is really fun. It's pretty much a rip-off of Breath of the Wild. I don't care what anybody says, it is. The summoning mechanic is awful. The rates are shocking. Even when you get a boosted rate, you're still got shocking rates, so you're going to spend a lot of money on this game if you want to summon. And what I would say is, if you're someone who cannot resist the pull of gachas, if you're going to summon a lot, then be prepared, because it's going to cost you a lot of money to get what you're looking for in this title. So anyway guys, this is the first kind of look and a little bit of a gameplay of... Oh, here we go. We'll fight these guys first, see what's happening. See what's happening with these guys, right? So this is the first sort of a look at this Genshin Impact. Both. Yes! We'll get you with the arrow. I love using bow and arrows. Again, Legend of Zelda. But yeah, this is the first kind of look at the gameplay in this. It is fun. The graphics are good. like I say, the NPCs don't have quite as much detail in them as the main characters, but it is definitely a fun game, something to jump into. I'd say restrict yourself from spending too much money because you don't know what the future holds in this game. You don't know if they're going to put up better rates in the future. You don't know if you even need to summon in the game. I'd say just free to play it as long as possible, and if you're someone who really wants this gameplay experience and you're going to spend money, then buy yourself a Nintendo Switch and get Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So anyway guys, this is the first look at Genshin Impact. I will be doing more content on it, and I'm going to be doing it from a free-to-play perspective. So if you're looking to see more of that, keep your eyes open in the future, and we'll see how we get on with this game.